What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Trout Wrangler Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Garrity. This guy right here, show's vibe curator, Mr. Maverick. Before we get into this episode, want to thank the companies that help make this possible: Free Fly Apparel, Fweta Coffee, Trout Routes. If you want to get a month of Trout Routes free, check the show notes. Cordina Eyewear, winded. Cordina Eyewear, if you want to get free shipping, check the show notes or use code rise_flies CLT at checkout. And of course, Yeti coolers. We got a really special episode coming today. Honestly, one of the funniest guys I think I've ever met. Had the pleasure of meeting him at Soulfly. You've probably seen him on the Kevin Hart special on Netflix. Mr. Eeland Stribling, comedian, fly fishing guide, all around great dude with a really cool story. So until he comes on here, next up is our episode with Eeland Stribling. Need anything to say before we exit out? Good deal. What's up, guys? Like I said in the intro, we do have an interview today, and one I've been very excited to have. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself a little bit, Eeland.
What's up, everybody? My name is Eeland Stribling. I am a stand-up comedian, fly fishing guide, amateur tire, very, very amateur tire. I am a cookie aficionado. I love chocolate chip cookies. What else? Trying to think of the stuff that's interesting. Um, Sorry, it's loud. Uh, One time I got to meet Denzel Washington when I was a kid. So I think that's all the cool stuff about me.
Oh, my dog just puked to the right of me, so that's one way to kick
Oh
it
man.
off. Damn.
The dog didn't like that. The dog said, "Oh, that's all bad."
Nah, I will take care of that after we get done with this. But that's an interesting touch to it. But that's just life. But
That's life, baby.
but dude, so you've been involved in such a wide variety of things. Like you said, you're a comedian. I think when I found you was the NOCTA launch when
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
in New York. I saw pictures from that, and that was one of those things where it caught me like off guard. But that is something that I feel was so good for the industry. Like you saw so many people like when the Drake magazine released that article. You have both sides of it, but. Did you get to meet Drake when you went through all that?
No, man. I wish I would have got to meet him just because he's one of the biggest, not even rappers, just like entertainers, celebrities of all time.
Yeah.
But a couple months before that, I just got a random email in my like spam folder that I was looking at, and it said, "Hey, we're hosting a private event, and we were wondering if you like wanted to teach fly fishing, or if you wanted to like give us steps into like how to teach people fly fishing."
Yeah.
Because I run like fishing programs for kids and nonprofits and stuff like that, and so I was like, "Oh, of course, I love introducing new people to fly fishing, making it easy and fun and like games and stuff." And they're like, okay, we can't tell you who the client is yet, but in a couple months we'll be able to tell you. And then it was probably like a month before, maybe like a few weeks before, they were like, so the client is actually Drake, the rapper, and then his like clothing brand Nocta. We're gonna build like a fishing enclosure and hang up all these like cool clothes. And then you want to like teach people how to cast? And I was like, bro, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna do it in downtown New York. It was in like Chinatown and like a parking lot that they like filled with water. They like had these like LED screens and all this stuff. And yeah, they were like, he may or may not show up. We don't know. And I was like, but that's cool. I want to be that famous where people go like, he may show up or he may not show up for his own event. I was like, that's cool. And then yeah, man, just over the span of like 3 days, um, people would just like come by and like look at the his like fishing line stuff that he had and like these cool clothes. They had a couple like custom fly rods and reels made, and then they got to like just play a very, very basic game of like casting where you just had to hit these like little rings, and the rings had like different numbers associated with them in a time frame of like 45 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that. And there were people who like most of the people there had like never fished, and so especially like never fly fished. And they were like, I was like teaching people who were like, "What is this?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, it's just like a I don't know." I was trying to describe it. It was like, I don't know, you just like wave a stick. You wave a stick and try to hit a fish and try to hit these targets. So it was like one of those things in my life where I was like, I remember standing there being like, how did I get here? Like how in my world did I end up from like teaching people how to cast, quote unquote cast, at a at a Drake fly fishing collab. I don't know. It was crazy, bro. It was cool as hell though.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was like, dude, that is so badass, dude. Like,
Yeah.
because it's one of those things that's like we hit on it a little bit. People like there were like any old dude that was over like the age of 60 in the fly fishes was probably, what is this? It's like, dude, but
Yeah, yeah.
that was one of those things that was so good for the fly fishing industry, in my opinion, dude. Is it's like you have the largest entertainer of all
Yeah.
time. He just topped Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It like that's how big he is now in the world. I'd say like trying to get people into fly fishing, that puts so many eyes on fly fishing.
Yeah.
And
And then, there were people who uh there were people who, yeah, like I said, never even fished, not even fly fish, just like regular fish. And once they like came out with the photos and videos and the articles or whatever, I understood a lot of the backlash. Some of it felt misdirected or
yeah,
misguided or salacious for the reason that people didn't want other people to enjoy this thing that we all do.
yeah,
But for the most part, it seemed like a lot of people were like, yeah, and that's cool. And I also think that the people who disliked it can also dislike it and still say it's like a cool event. Like I think
yeah,
we live in a world where it's like things are like black or white, but it's like no, because I'm on the thing of like I think it was really cool. And there's a guy on Instagram. His Instagram name is The Current with a K. And
yeah,
he does like those videos and stuff. And he brought up a good point of like the longevity of like, is this actually gonna help the community or was it like a one-off thing? Which I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see that perspective. So yeah, it caught a lot of flack. I got some like hateful comments and messages about stuff, but I'm also a comedian. That's what I love. That's what it's like in my soul. So all that stuff is welcomed. So I had a lot of fun talking shit to people back. And
dude,
not
yeah,
even because I wanted to talk shit, but it's just like if you're gonna be an asshole, then I can also be an asshole. That's like my
exactly,
favorite thing
dude.
to do. Yeah.
It's one of those things, dude. I think it was me and it might have been Junior Del Toro put the Soldier Boy emoji. You remember Soldier Boy's like
Hmm.
Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like 5 or 6 of those.
Those are funny. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, but like, yeah, that's just one of those things, dude. The Able reels look sick, dude. Like, dude, like, I was like,
I tried to get one so bad, bro. I talked to the people who were like in production, the marketing team. I talked to Abel, and I was like,
yeah,
the rods were cool. I was like, if I get a rod, that's cool. But I just really wanted the reel just to like hang up somewhere, just to like
yeah,
have it up. But
dude, yeah, that'd be sick.
I'm gonna still keep trying.
Yeah, dude, I would too. Shoot, I go above
Yeah,
Mayfly and all that. I just go straight to Drake himself.
I know, I know. I mean, I would absolutely if I see him, be like, you probably don't remember this, but can I get one of those fishing reels? He's gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, but like that's honestly a pretty good like that's good publicity for Drake too, man. Like
Yeah.
that gets like so many other people's eyes
Hmm.
on his music too. And it helped that it was like right in the middle of the Kendrick beef where
Yeah.
it's like, you know what? Maybe the fishing industry will take Drake's side
Yeah.
after this.
Which from my interpretation didn't look like they did. It looked like maybe half the people did, which is about right.
Oh,
No,
dude, but
you know what's funny? The NOCTA team made me delete. I had like a post about Drake and Kendrick, like making
no
fun of
way.
Drake, and Nocta went on my Instagram and they sent me an email or like, "Hey, we really want to work with you, but for the time of this like campaign, can you delete this like Drake and Kendrick photo that you have?" So I didn't delete it. I just like archived it so you couldn't see it anymore. And then as soon as the event was over, I like re-uploaded it. Just
Dude,
because I liked it. Just it's funny. It's like Drake and Kendrick both holding a bonefish, but Drake's bonefish is like super small, and Kendrick's bonefish is like really big.
yeah, you got to throw. They probably wouldn't have liked it if you threw Pusha T in there too.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Dude,
like,
but
oh, that's cool.
it's one of those things. Drake went right back at him in like 3 or 4 other songs on his new
Yeah,
albums. I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
he's just poking the bear again.
I know you gotta let it go, dog. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
let
like
it
you
go.
gotta let it go, bro. You got bodied. Just admit it. You got bodied, bro.
Yeah,
But dude, so you're a fly fishing guide as well. Where'd you guide out of?
I got out of the like eastern slope of Colorado,
Oh, cool.
so like Eagle River, I guess Eagle River is like west slope, but Eagle River, of course, the North Platte and the South Platte, and then just some like small private rivers along the Rocky Mountains. So I've been guiding for since 20 the year after the pandemic, so 2021 I started guiding. So like 5-ish years now. Yeah, 5-ish
Yeah.
years now. And everything from like I said, like students, we've done like kid programs to like private companies and like um my friend was doing this thing where he would take like CEOs out and teach them like how to like be normal human beings in nature, and so we would take those
Yeah.
people out to fish. So yeah, man, been guiding like 5-ish years.
Dude, that's pretty cool how to take CEOs out and just teach them how to be normal human beings and
Yeah, it's crazy because they show up and they have like all their different cell phones and they always had like meetings, and like my friend was like, the purpose of this is so you can like get back to like regular reality and like take
yeah.
a break and like
Yeah.
be a human being again, and hopefully it'll make you a better boss
Dude, yeah.
and not exploit people.
Yeah, dude. Not exploit people. Dude,
Yeah,
fucking dude, it's crazy. It's like, dude, we're just not gonna make you a bot for at least like 4 hours, 5 hours here. Put away the
yeah.
phone and dude, that's funny as shit, dude. But that is
Yeah, man.
cool
And
though.
it wasn't just fishing. It was like I think one of the days was like birding, the other day was like hiking and meditation. So I think they had like a lot of even yoga, I think, a lot of different stuff to like, you know, the thing that we all need is like peace and quiet and moment
Yeah.
to like reflect and stuff, which is what fly fishing is anyway. So,
Yeah, dude. And another thing, dude, congratulations on the Kevin Hart. The
oh,
Kevin
thank
Hart
you, bro.
special, dude.
Thank
That
you.
I was sitting down dude, it was actually right before Soulfly, and I was like, oh man, I love Kevin Hart. I was like, I'm gonna turn this on, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the thing that Eeland was on, and my girlfriend's like, what are you watching? I was like, I'm watching a comedy thing with Kevin Hart. She's like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and watch it too, and I was like, you came up. I was like, oh shoot, I'm pretty sure that dude's gonna be at free Soulfly this weekend. She's like, oh no way. I was like, yeah, he's a fly fishing guide. And she's like, that's pretty cool. But dude, so comedy is one of those things. I went to my first live comedy show not long ago. Uh
Sweet.
it's very interesting. I never thought it was gonna be like that in a giant arena. It was sold out. I went to go see Gillis
Oh, sweet.
at the Spectrum Center, but like it's one of those things. I've been into like comedy for a while. I was a big Tosh Point oh kid when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I'd listen to like his what's it called, Pandora Station,
Uh-huh.
and I got into one guy that was pretty funny. I forget his name. But he talked about like white women kissing their dog in the mouth and like pets and stuff like that. Maybe
Hilarious.
Patrice O'Neill.
Probably Patrice. Yeah, yeah. He's one honestly, he's one of the greatest comics to ever existed.
Dude, he is so funny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah. He's one up there.
dude, so from a comedy standpoint, dude, like I feel like the comedy industry in the fly fishing industry are kind of in the same kind of unique time period right now,
Hmm.
where it's like there's so much going on with it, and it's just growing and growing. With like open mics and stuff like that, dude. Like here in Charlotte, dude, I see like open mics almost every, literally like 4 nights a week here, and
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Comedy is I think pre-pandemic it was like comedy was comedy, but I think once people got one during the pandemic, same sort of thing with fly fishing. During the pandemic, people were just on their phones all the time. And
Yeah,
so you saw a bunch of people like blow up from social media because everyone was on their phone all day, every day, right?
yeah,
And so I think once the pandemic like ended, people were like, oh, I have videos go viral, I have this, I have that. I'm funny. I'm gonna like pursue comedy full time. So there was almost like a comedy boom after the pandemic because people are like, yeah, I'm an entertainer. I want to be funny. I want to make money from my phone and sell tickets or, whatever people do on social media. And then same thing with fly fishing, where it was like people were trapped in the house and
yeah,
then they were like, well, I could just go outside and I want to do something while I'm outside. And then thus when the pandemic sort of ended, you had all these people who were like had bought a bunch of fishing gear or fly fishing stuff and wanted to like be out and about. So uh yeah, man, I mean in Denver, you could do like a show and a mic every night. At least one show or at least one mic every night. And this past weekend I did two shows on Wednesday, three on Thursday, two on Friday and three on Saturday.
oh my
So it's just
gosh,
like, yeah, it's just like that, and then if you're in places like New York City or Atlanta or Chicago, you could do like, two or three shows a night. Austin, you could do like four shows a night if you're getting booked on stuff. So it's like there's always a place to like do comedy, and clubs that, are running either mics or shows or whatever. So it's busy. People think comedians just like have one show every once in a while or go up on stage. It's like no, comics are going up. Though Shane Gillis is probably going up like once or twice a night,
yeah,
or Mark Norman is going up like two or three times a night, or Patrice O'Neill when he was alive was going up like three or four times a night. So you're always like just going and going, practicing the same jokes, same jokes, trying a new joke, practicing the same jokes, and then you just hopefully people laugh. That's the that's the whole thing. You're just like hopefully someone finds this shit funny.
yeah, dude. So it's kind of fun. I'm pretty sure was it Mark Norman might have opened up for Gillis when I saw him. Dude, his two openers were so goddamn funny, dude.
Yeah,
One of them was hysterical. I forgot. One of them might have been Mark Norman. Um, I forget who it was. The guy in front of me was a complete asshole. Like it was me and all my friends had gone to the show, and we had all pre-gamed the show,
yeah,
and we were like sitting there talking to each other, and this dude in front of us turns around. He's like, "Hey, I'll listen to the. I'll listen. I paid money to listen to this guy talk, not you guys." And
damn,
I was like, "All right, dude." And we just kind of sat there, just like
yeah,
drunk, just sitting there the whole show. And we're like, "Fuck, man!" And we weren't even talking loud, but like,
yeah.
I understand it, but like,
Yeah, you should have you ever been to a comedy show in like a small venue? I
yeah,
feel
I've
like
been
a
to
because I feel
one.
like an arena one is like a that's like a crazy experience. I went to a couple arena shows, and I'm like, damn, this feels so far away. There's so many
Yeah,
fucking people here.
yeah, dude. It was kind of weird, man. Like, yeah, he was way down. I got like a last minute ticket because my buddy invited me, and I was like, "Yeah, I just get the closest ticket available to you guys." Dude, he was like way down there. I've been to like the Comedy Zone in Charlotte. I don't know if you've been to the Comedy Zone in Charlotte. Um,
I haven't been there yet. I really really want to, but I've done Raleigh and I've done Asheville and Greensboro, but I
yeah.
haven't got down to Charlotte yet.
Which ones did you do in Raleigh?
It's called Don't Tell Comedy.
Yeah, I think I've
It's
been
like
there.
these like those like it's like a pop-up club, pop-up show where they just like they don't tell you who's on the lineup and then it's like a surprise who's gonna like show up on the show. So I've just done some don't tells in Raleigh.
That's pretty cool, dude. That's one of those things. I feel like comedy now too, man, is like um a lot of people associate comedy with like SNL automatically.
Hmm. Yeah.
And SNL has kind of like taken a thing where it's getting worse and worse every year. Like honestly, there's gonna be nothing like old school SNL where you had like Eddie Murphy, the Sprocket skit was so funny. There's nothing like that anymore. Like on this time's SNL. Like what's kind of like your take on new school SNL rather than that old school
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, I kind of feel like it's kind of comedy in like general because it used to be like people would sit down every Saturday night and watch SNL.
Yeah.
And so you would get like a lot of the country watching like the same skit and that becoming like a recurring character or whatever. But we're entertained. I mean, we're entertained on our phones
Yeah.
all day long. So like for something to be as memorable, like a lot of people probably laugh way harder at stuff they see on their phone
Yeah.
than stuff they see on SNL. So even if a SNL skit is great, it's not going to be as funny as, seeing like two little people in a wrestling contest on your phone, like on Instagram. You're
You're
going to be like, oh,
absolutely
that wasn't
right.
as funny. So then you kind of go like, oh, SNL isn't that good, when it's like, there's probably skits that are that good, or you know that used to be, people would say they were mediocre now, but when you're not being entertained 24/7, you're like, oh yeah, no, that was good. So I think just the bar is so high with our stimuli and like everything that we always are seeing.
Yeah.
um but yeah, man, I also just think like SNL isn't like the center of where all the best comedians are,
Right.
because like you were saying, like SNL used to be like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor was on SNL, Norm Macdonald was on SNL. Like you had all these people who were like, they were the funniest people in the business, and they were like TV acting and all this stuff, and they were on SNL. Whereas now it's like, you know, Shane Gillis was on SNL and he got kicked off of SNL. And
Yeah.
so it's like, you're not getting the top 10 comedians in the country being on the show that shows once a week. You're getting like comics who are up and coming, or comics who are more into sketch than they are like stand-up stuff. So
Yeah.
I just think it's like it's also just like an evolving thing. I also just think comedy is kind of dying anyway.
Do you think it
Because
is?
we're kind of like blurring the line now between like what's comedy and what's reality, especially with like AI stuff, and like
Yeah.
no one in the news knows what's true anymore, and everyone gets offended by anything. And I'm not even saying that of like people are soft. I'm just meaning like everyone has something that they're hard stance about that's like not funny, when that's comedy is supposed to be funny all the time. That's like the
Yeah.
point of it. So yeah, that's how I feel about SNL. I think it'll go forever. I think it'll never be as good as the good old days with, Amy Poehler and Keenan and Seth Meyers, and
Yeah.
yeah, Bill
I agree.
Hader, and yeah.
Dude, yeah, the ones with like especially the ones like I think where I saw SNL take a turn was when like you remember when Justin Timberlake used to go on there and he'd do the sketches about like bring it on down to Lickerville or Biscuitville.
Hmm.
That was like the last one where I was like, all right, that's a pretty funny character, like
Yeah.
The classic Peg Justin Timberlake one. I think that might have been an Amy Poehler one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, she
But
yeah, she held that team together for a long time.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but
She's a
like,
legend.
dude, 100%. There, but dude, like, yeah, SNL just took a dive, man. I hate it, but it's like that. I didn't know comedy was kind of like declining like that until you just told me that, dude.
Yeah, it's a dying, it's industry, not it's a dying industry, but it's just different. Just everything is online now. People will watch comedy stuff on their phone and then go to a show and be like, this isn't as funny as the stuff on my phone. And it's like, well, yeah, it's a different thing. Like
Yeah,
you're watching a guy make a skit about dating
yeah,
versus someone standing on stage and just going like, hey, here's my thoughts, here's this. So I just think people's perception of what stand-up comedy is different than what they see on their phone and stuff, and especially like sketch comedy and all this stuff. So um yeah, it'll be fine. I mean, it's the least of our problems right
Yeah.
now.
Dude,
About
but
to run out of water.
you said you're fly tire as well. We'll get back
Hmm.
into fishing here. You said you're fly tire. Now, you do it all, it seems like, dude, honestly. Like you've been to Costa Rica, you've been all over, and then you obviously got out in Colorado. If you had to pick for the rest of your life to do one, saltwater or freshwater, which one would you do?
Oh, bro, saltwater any
Oh
day of the
yeah,
week.
dude.
I would, if someone said you can never even like look at a trout again, or if you look at freshwater, you'll go blind. I would only look at saltwater, man.
Yeah.
I love permit. I love roosterfish. I love tarpon. Tarpon's my favorite fish. I love, I caught not a trout. What's the fish called where they lay on their side and they like float?
Oh,
I caught a
chicky.
triple tail.
Oh yeah,
No,
triple
I
tail.
caught a triple tail. I love redfish. I love, yeah, there's so many fish I love in the saltwater. And trout are cool. You know, they're beautiful, they're
Yeah.
incredible. But it's just like I like fish that eat other fish. I like
Yeah.
angry. I like fish that run and, want to kill me
Yeah.
and are upset and can swim anywhere in the world. Like, yeah, I love saltwater.
Dude, yeah, that's kind of like my thing too. It's like if saltwater was more accessible for me, like
Yeah.
I'm 3.5 hours from Charleston, which it's like I'll get in the car and make that ride any day of the week. If somebody's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I got a open seat on my boat," I'll
Yeah.
make the ride. But it's like if yeah, saltwater over fresh any day of the week. But it's like I'd say saltwater over fresh, but it's like I'd need to get like my dose of high country trout fishing like twice a year.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I do
I
that
could,
twice a month now.
yeah. I could catch one trout on a dry fly, one 24-inch trout on a dry fly a year, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm cool. And now
Yeah,
let's go catch some, some bonefish, some tarpon, some fucking snook. Yeah,
yeah,
I like saltwater fishing.
dude. So we just saw the whole thing like about Leon Meissen. He makes a schedule around the cool places he could fish.
Hmm.
Have you thought about doing that for your comedy places?
Absolutely. So I kind of my tour, not my tour, the places I'm going this year are kind of set in stone just because whatever was available. But I think next year, or like the year after, if I'm famous enough, if I could sell enough tickets so that people can like will sell out shows, I will plan my tour around stripers. I will plan my tour around sailfish, plan my tour around tarpon in the south, and
Yeah.
then redfish. And I'll literally just do like a big loop. And then I'll like go hit Pyramid Lake. So I'll do like Reno, I'll go hit like Pyramid Lake. And then maybe like ice off, go hit like some musky pike stuff.
Oh yeah.
But if I could plan a tour of like stripers to tarpon to redfish to some sailfish to Reno for October, I mean, that would be
That'd be
sick.
ideal. Dude,
So I mean
yeah.
now there's even places now where I'll look at the my schedule and I'm like, can I fly in a day early and just go fish? Like I'm doing Salt Lake City and I'm like, I'm gonna fly in like 2 days early so I can go fish the green because I
Yeah.
love fishing. This is one of my favorite rivers. So
Yeah, dude, where you going where you want to go striper fishing?
anywhere on the I've never caught a striper on the fly.
Oh, dude, you haven't?
So I haven't. So I've been like tying a bunch of flies and bouncing around trying to like match it up. But the times that I was like available to go fish, I was like shore fishing and I had no idea what I was doing, which
Yeah,
is
dude,
part
it's
of what the
tough.
reason I love saltwater fishing is because there's just so much to learn with tides and fish movement and you have to be a little bit more lucky. And so the couple days I went, I was like, I saw people catch fish, but I was like, I don't have the right fly, I don't have the right line, I don't know where I'm supposed to be standing, I don't know anything about the tides, and now I'm a little more, I got some intel, I'm a little more dialed in. So when I go to Boston this fall,
Oh yeah, dude.
I think I'm gonna try to. I think there's a couple guys who are like, yeah, come out with us. So I'm gonna try to go knock some fish down. But yeah, I stripers look so cool, and I've heard they're like incredible fish to eat and fight and stuff. And so I want to go get my ass kicked
Oh,
by
dude,
some stripers.
I'm gonna be up in my cousin's getting married in Cape Cod.
Oh, sick.
Dude, on October 11th, I looked at the dates, and my girlfriend's coming with me. I'm knocking out a striper trip earlier in the week, just doing it on foot, and then where my girlfriend's a huge Oakland Raiders fan because she for some reason loves Kirk Cousins. No idea
Okay.
why that's
Okay.
like you see Kirk Cousins, you're like, that's the dude I'm gonna like. Just like the probably the whitest damn quarterback of all time that's just unathletic oaf of a
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah. Still.
They're playing at Gillette that
Oh,
Sunday.
sweet.
So I'm gonna hit a Patriots game and a at a striper trip, dude. But it's like I'm bringing a
And a
fucking
wedding, man. The wedding, man. You're
yeah,
packing it
dude,
all in.
packing it
It's gonna
all
be
in.
a busy weekend. That sounds fun though. Yeah, that
Oh yeah,
sounds yeah, the spring and the fall run. So I'm hoping I could catch the fall one because I think I'm in Boston October 2, 3, and 4. And so I'm
oh
like,
shoot,
I don't know if it'll be early or not, but if I could catch them, I just and here's the thing, I know they're like kind of dying and their numbers are going down. And I think somewhere on the East Coast they were like you can only keep one fish per person and two fish per boat or something
yeah,
like that. I don't know where along the East Coast, but I just want to catch like a I just want to catch like a 40-inch fish.
oh
I
yeah,
just want to catch yeah.
dude. Do you know Joe Gagino? He's with he used to be
I,
with Costa.
I think so. I think my friend Cody Runner knows him.
Yeah, dude, he's Fish Boston.
Okay.
He's a really good striper guide out there.
Is he?
Yeah, really good. Just good dude too. Dude, but up there, man, Boston's sick.
I know it's a fun comedy town.
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. I've never been and done the comedy scene in Boston, but everybody's like, dude, it is a fun comedy town.
Yeah, because it's like they're really, really smart, but they're assholes about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But dude, where else are you going this year? Any cool cities?
Let's see. I'm going to Miamisburg, Ohio, Columbus, Cleveland, Detroit. I just named the four like worst cities. I'll be in like Boston, Plano, Texas, Austin, Texas. Where I just looked at my calendar. LA, Bend, Oregon, Asheville, no, not Asheville, Ashland, Oregon, Ashland, Washington, one of those. And then Reno, Colorado Springs, and then someplace else. And I might there's a possibility there's a festival out in Spain, the Barcelona like
Oh shoot.
Fringe Comedy Festival. And they shot me a message on like, hey, would you like to apply to do the festival? So I sent them like my application and my show and stuff. So hopefully I get to go to Spain. It'll be my first time in Spain doing comedy. Well, first time in Spain in general, but also doing comedy, which I'm like, this is gonna be I'm probably gonna bomb every show, but it's gonna be really cool to bomb in such a cool city.
Oh, dude, I who dude fucking Spain is all now. Would they pay to fly you out there?
I don't think I would pay to fly me. I think in the application they said they would put me up though for however
That's
many
nice.
nights I have shows.
That's
They would
nice.
put me up. So I was like, I could find a cheaper flight. But if I'm only
Hell
paying
yeah.
for a flight, then I would just pay, whatever. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
dude. That's one of those things too, dude. You can go carp fishing out in Spain.
really,
Dude, apparently the carp fishing in Spain is ridiculous.
well, bro, I love carp too.
Dude, yeah, apparently the carp fishing in
Oh
Spain is
shit,
insane, bro. Like,
damn, that
I've
might
had a
be
couple
tight as hell.
buddies that went to Spain just to go and catch carp. And I
Really?
was like, bro, you could literally go down the road and do the same thing. He's like, nah, but he's like, dude, that's carp in Spain. I was like, bro, go to the golf course down the
I
street and
know.
catch it.
Go to the sewer
Yeah,
around the corner.
bro.
There's a scarf in there.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
funny.
But
I
it's
did not
like,
know that about Spain. That's cool.
dude, yeah, like I know a couple of a couple other guys I know that went down and freaking hammered them, but I think they got flown down there from
Yeah,
like a couple companies and
yeah.
just hammered them down there, dude. I was like,
That's
shit,
sick.
man. But
Yeah, if I go there, that would be good to know. I'll take my A weight.
dude.
with my 7 weight.
I take a fucking 8 weight everywhere with me, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I
family
do.
vacation, anywhere.
Yeah, even if I'm not planning on fishing, I always take my 5 weight and my 5 weight reel. If I'm going to like a freshwater city, or I'll take my 8 weight if I'm going to like a place, just in case someone's like, "Hey, before your show tomorrow, do you want to go out?" And I'm like, "I already got my stuff. I gotta
Yeah,
get some flies and stuff." But as long as I have my rod and reel, I'm like, I can figure out everything else.
yeah, dude. That's what I do too. Like we went to
Yeah.
dude, like my girlfriend hates traveling with me when I got a fly rod with me though, because it's like I'm walking through the plane, and it's just gone.
Yeah. It's
I
like an
got,
awkward thing to walk around. Yeah.
oh yeah, dude, and I got like one of those Patagonia backpacks that you put on. She's like, dude, you look like a fucking knucklehead with a dang
I
rod
know.
tube sticking out. I
I
was like,
know.
I don't care, like.
I feel so uncool when I travel to the airport with like my fish and stuff. I'm like, bro, you look like an asshole.
Yeah, dude,
But
people
it's like,
staring at me. They probably do like walking through the airport with a rod tube, dude, is probably
yeah,
like if you're a fly, like if you're somebody else, you're looking at yourself, you're probably
yeah,
sitting thinking, that's a sketchy looking motherfucker right
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. You know what? You know what's even worse than just a single rod tube is like the rod bags where you can like put
Oh
a
yeah.
bunch of, bro. That's when I feel because it's not like it's too long to be a briefcase,
Yeah.
and it like too looks awkward. And whenever I carry it, I'm like, people probably think I'm the weirdest, corniest guy ever.
Or
They're like,
somebody sitting there
I,
like, there's an AR-15 in there,
yeah, yeah,
100%. I do because like I've been caught walking through
yeah,
the airport with one of those too, and somebody TSA literally walked up to me like not in security, but like once I got out there, they're like, "Excuse me, sir, we need to check your bag again."
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, I opened it up, I was like, "Not a
Just
gun."
fishing stuff.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
just fishing stuff.
"It's fishing stuff, bro."
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, I should have
One,
known from the Orvis
yeah,
bag.
yeah. One time, an old lady, she was annoying me, and she asking all these questions about me, and she was like, "What's in that bag?" And I just told her it was dinosaur bones. I was like, "Oh, I used to be an archaeologist, and I just found dinosaur bones, so I'm just transporting them back." She's like, "Oh," but I fucked up because then she was asking me questions about dinosaurs, and I was just making shit up because I was like, I don't know anything about dinosaurs.
Like, actually, I'm a dinosaur connoisseur.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun, but only because I had that stupid green fish bag.
Dude, yeah. Sims makes a worse one, dude, where it literally looks like a double barrel shotgun to where
Oh, really?
dude, yeah, where it's like you can put reels and rods in at the same time, dude. It literally looks like you're walking to the airport with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Just asking to
Fly
get
fish.
fucking tackled.
Yeah, fly fishermen are sketchy.
Yeah, dude, sketchiest humans of all time. I just, dude, what? Meanwhile, we're just walking through the airport, smelling like shit after being on the
I know.
flats
I
for like
know.
4 days.
I know. Unwashed, unshaven, just sunburnt,
Yeah,
back hurts. With only with one fish caught,
yeah,
with a big smile on our face.
dude. I went to Aruba on family vacation, and literally, I like sat there trying to beat the buzzer, dude. I'm like, I need to catch a bonefish before I leave here. I need to catch a bonefish, dude. My parents were literally like walking out behind the Airbnb, and they're like, "You got to come in. We got to leave for the airport in 5 minutes." And I literally got up there, like, kept my shirt on that I was like fishing in, threw on a pair of shorts, got in the shuttle, and got to the airport. I was like, I need to fucking change. Dude,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know people were looking at me like, dude, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I know, man. Fly fishermen, we're weird people.
Oh, dude, yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, other than probably my girlfriend. She's like, dude,
Yeah.
you're a fucking weirdo, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
We're strange folk.
dude, like we, dude, like you were just at Soulfly. My girlfriend went to her first one at Seaweed, and she
Oh,
kind of got
sweet.
around,
Yeah.
like the fly fishing industry for the first time. She was like, y'all, like, this is a odd group of individuals. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's nothing short of a cult. It is
yeah,
nothing short of a weird, weird cult.
yeah, 100%. Cool community though.
Yeah, very.
Dude, you did fantastic at Free Fly, dude. It was so funny when you were behind Grizz, dude, at the free house event.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, man. You know, Grizz is everyone knows Grizz is a legend. He told me he just goes, we're gonna just go up there and I'm just gonna talk for a little bit. And I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? He's like, I don't know, just talk with me. And I was like, Okay. I don't know what we didn't plan anything. There was no other word set. We just walked up there and shot. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna let Grizz. This is his thing. This is like his baby that he did a really, really good job at. It was like a cool thing, Soulfly. But afterwards, I was like, he was like, I don't know what we talked about, and I was like, I don't know what we talked about anyway. But people laughed. I was like,
Yeah,
people seemed like they enjoyed it
dude, I ended up getting fucking hammered that night. Dude,
for the concert or the first night.
the first night, dude,
The first night,
I
yeah.
ended up absolutely tore up from the floor up because everybody, like they shut down the bar. They were like, "All right, we're going to another bar."
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Royal
American,
American.
yeah, Royal American, yeah,
Dude, I ended up fucking putting up like Wilt Chamberlain numbers of a bar tab. I looked at my statement the next day. I was like, "Oh shit!"
damn,
It's like
yeah.
fuck.
I know that. You know what? It felt way better, not way better, but it felt like a better energy vibe than like the fly fishing show or like outdoor retailer or whatever. Where you,
Yeah.
because I still got to see some of the same people at like that industry event, but it was like cool to like I don't know. It felt more like party-ish vibes.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah. 100%, dude. Because, like, yeah, Grizz did a fantastic job with that
yeah,
whole
they
event,
did great.
dude. Like, Maverick, stop it, dude. Scratching his paws on like a thing in the corner there. Yeah, but he did a fantastic job, dude. Like the vibes were fantastic, dude. Like, yeah, there was like enough rowdiness that
Yeah,
like it was fun as fuck, but at the same time, it still wasn't out of hand, dude. Like,
yeah.
and dude, like the silent auction was fucking awesome too.
It was sweet. Yeah, man. It was the silent auction, the music choice, the I feel like even the event space was like perfect for it was like wasn't too spread out. Everyone was kind of centralized. You could like see all the other booths, so you could just like walk over and wave and shoot the shit. Yeah, man. It was a lot of fun. I didn't know what to expect, but it was tight.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know what to expect either. I kind of went down there. I knew it was Grizz. I was like, it's gonna be a fun time at least. Like,
Yeah,
I knew Grizz and
absolutely.
Kyle. I was like, it's gonna be a good time at least. And I went down. I was like, I was coming back. I had to leave early because I had a 3.5 hour ride home. I was like, if I don't leave now, I'm gonna get sucked in for one more
Stuck
night.
in, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was like,
And then be stuck in all day Sunday.
yeah, then he's stuck all day
Yeah.
Sunday. And I ended up having to go come back here and go and get a fucking U-Haul and go pick up a table and chairs for our new house. And I was like, I gotta get back. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
like
You
I was passing you on the way out, you and
I
Chuck,
know.
and I was like, fuck man, I wish I could have sat there and talked for a little bit.
I know, but you had better stuff to do. You made the adult decision, which is not a lot of times what we do.
Yeah, oh dude, if I didn't think my girlfriend was gonna fucking punch me in the face if I didn't leave that night, I probably would have been there another night. But
That's hilarious.
dude, yeah, that was such a fun event. Then,
Yeah,
dude, I was vastly hungover from Friday night. I was like, I got to get the fuck out of Charleston County, or I'm gonna I'm gonna just drink myself into oblivion again.
yeah. I can't wait till next year. If you're listening to this, come to next year's Soulfly event. It's gonna be a banger.
Oh hell yeah, dude! But that's about all I got for this afternoon. My last question of the podcast. So I have a running Spotify playlist
Okay,
that I add 5 songs and then you add 5 songs.
okay.
Um, I can send you the link to the podcast or the playlist if you need. But I I can go first or you can go first. It's completely up to you.
I'll let you go first, and I'll tag it.
All right. So my first one is Little Kin, the live version by Widespread Panic.
Nice.
Cross Country Blues. It's a demo from a new band coming up by Center Mid. We talked about a little bit of Drake on here today, so I threw bees on the table on there. Drake and 21 Savage. That's a fantastic one. Off that new album, that new album, the Iceman one,
Hmm.
that's the best one of the three in my opinion, dude.
But I listened to like one song. I don't know what song it was. It was like playing on Pandora, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Dude, the one with Future was good. Bees on the Table was good, and then there's another
Okay.
one that was good. But dude, like the other two albums, I was just kind of like, this sucks. Like I was fishing the Friday of Soulfly, and my buddy, I was like, "Yo, put on that new Drake," and I'm pretty sure he put on the wrong album. It was like one of the other ones, and we both looked at each other. We're like, "This is a hard fucking
What
listen.
is?
We're turning it off."
Yeah, yeah.
And then my fifth one is "Do It Again," or my fourth one is "Slow Ride" by the Beastie Boys. I like that old '90s rap, the Beastie Boys, Run DMC.
Yeah.
Um, and then my fifth one is actually "Tricky" by Run DMC.
Nice. So you got two Run DMCs on there.
I got one Beastie Boys, one Run
One Beastie
DMC.
Boy. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Let me see. All right. I think I got my picks. Okay. I think my first one is gonna be. Oh man, I had it and I was like, I'm gonna switch it. Okay, my first song. I just saw the Michael movie, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Oh, dude, how'd you like that movie?
I don't think it was like it's a biopic, so they're just, going through his life or whatever. But so I don't think the movie was like, if someone created the movie, it was a great movie. But I loved it so much. Like I was in there, I almost got up and danced a couple times. Like I was
Yeah.
like, it just made me feel like good. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I'm having like fun watching this movie and like learning some things I didn't know or like seeing some cool stuff. But yeah, I liked it a lot.
Me and my buddy almost went one night, and we like it was me, my girlfriend, and my friend, and my buddy was like, "You want to get hammered and go to the Michael movie tonight?" And I was like, "Maybe, maybe." I was like, "I
Yeah,
kind of want to be sober to see that one. I've heard it's pretty good."
yeah. Yeah, yeah, I like it now. Every day I'm put on a couple Michael Jackson songs, and I'm like, he is the greatest entertainer of all time.
Oh
Like
yeah,
there's in no way, and however the stars align for the rest of the universe, there will never be another person like him who could
oh
like
hell no,
sing, dance, entertain. Like he had grown men cry, like passing, like no one
yeah,
ever. Yeah, yeah.
nobody
So
ever
he's
was like that.
he's the greatest. So that's my number one, Billie Jean, Michael Jackson. And then my number two is my favorite rapper. His name is Ab Soul.
Oh yeah,
He has a song called "Fuck Out My Face," FOMF.
F
It's like a hype song. FOMF.
got
That's
it.
that's my guy.
I forgot about
Um,
Absol.
yeah, that's my favorite rapper. And then we got my another favorite rapper, Lupe Fiasco.
Yep,
SOS. He has a song called SOS. That's a little more vibey. A little.
Lupe, dude, yeah, Lupe. I had a buddy that was a huge Lupe Fiasco fan in high school.
But yeah, I was too, and then I kind of fell off a little bit. But his last album was really, really good, like
That's what I've
really,
heard.
really good. Yeah, yeah. So that I think the SOS is off his last album, and then another like vibey song is it's called "I'll Stay" by the RH Factor and D'Angelo.
I'll stay. The RH Factor and D'Angelo. Got it. I haven't heard
And then
that.
my last song is just it's one of the funniest songs I've ever heard in my life. It's called Big Areola Music. And it's by King Willowness,
Yes. Oh, I
but
see
it's
it right
called
here.
Big Areola Music. And man, if you just want to smile with a good beat and some great lyrics, just listen to Big Areola Music. I just got back from Belize. I took a group of people to Belize, and bro, we played that song every morning, every night, and just we're like, by the end of it, even people who are like kind of quieter would be like singing it to themselves. So
Dude,
check out Big Areola Music, dog.
hell yeah. I'm about to look that up. I'm about to listen to this after. I've never heard that song. You got
I
me hyped
promise
up
you,
now.
yeah, at first you're gonna go, what the fuck? And then by the end of the day, you're gonna be like, Big Areola Music. It's like a good song, but the subject is insane, bro. It's fun.
Damn.
I would never listen to it with clients, but I would absolutely listen to it with anyone regular I fish with. You know, that's the sort
Yeah.
of vibe where you go like, this is who I am, but it's insane to listen to in public.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I might get a. Dude, what's a? I just saw a playlist on here called. Oh God, I can't say it out loud. but dude, yeah, for sure. I'm about to listen to that after this.
Hell yeah.
but
Hell yeah.
dude, that's all. That's all I got for you tonight. Dude, you got any last thanks or plugs you want to give?
Hold on. There's just the loudest ambulance. I live right by a hospital, kind of, so there's always ambulances going right by. Last minute plugs. Yes, please come to a show. If I'm coming to your city or near your city, please come to a show. If you say like, "Hey, I heard you on Ryan's podcast," I'll give you like some discounted tickets or free tickets or whatever. I just want people to come to the shows. What else? What else? What else? What else? If I'm not coming to your city, I have like a link on my Instagram and my website where you can be like, "Hey, my name's Eeland. I live in Des Moines, Iowa. I'll bring two people," and that way I can like show the comedy clubs like, "Hey, I have people who will come see me, book me in Des Moines." Um, and then last thing is, yeah, bake some cookies for someone you love. That's it. That's all the
Hell
things.
yeah,
Just
dude.
sign up for tickets to see me live and bake some cookies for somebody that you love.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a great message. And also if you're in cities that have pretty good fishing, hit the
Oh,
link in his bio.
please, if you have good fishing, or if you have a friend who has a boat, or if you're like, hey, I'll take you out before the show, you'll absolutely get free tickets, and I'll be there in a heartbeat. So,
Hell yeah. But I'm gonna click stop here. We're gonna have to let some tracks upload. What's up, guys? That was Eeland Stribling. What a cool episode, man. I mean, it's not every day you get to talk to a fly fishing guide that is also a comedian. Um, super cool. Awesome, super funny guy too. I mean, you know, a comedian kind of have to be funny to be a fucking comedian. That's why I'm not one. Um, but seriously, if he's in your town, get some tickets to a show. Super good dude, super funny. Um, but that's all I got for him today. We got an episode releasing Friday. If you guys would like to help me out, if you guys want to let me know what you guys want to hear, shoot me a review on Apple or Spotify. Shoot me an email. Let me know what you guys want to hear or what you guys want to see. Something you guys would like me to go over that I haven't yet, but or guests that I haven't had yet that you want me to have. But other than that, I will see you guys Friday.